The next question is related to the last event reported in the mass media. In particular, you have been asked to comment on, as it became apparent, Yemen drones attack at an oil refinery in Saudi Arabia. For example, Stanislav wrote, "It is clear that drone attack at petroleum objects of Saudi Arabia is a black mark to Saudi Arabia from the global elite. How long approximately will this Wahhabi state, a hothouse of terrorism, exist?"
It is not a black mark for Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has never existed, doesn't exist, and won't exist as a state. Saudi Arabia is an engineered state, governed from suprastate level, from the British Empire headquarters. It is completely different black mark. Firstly, Yemen rebels, whoever they are, cannot manufacture drones. That means they should buy drones somewhere, especially drones of that quality. And very first information was that drone's origin was Iran. Yes, Iran demonstrates its technological competence lately. This is a cue for the United States. You are going to war with Iran? Do you understand what you would get from Iran in retaliation? It is not the same as to bomb poor Afghanistan. It is not the same as to bribe Iraqi generals. It is different with Iran. All of your previous strategies are not working. There is a different black mark here. Black mark for the United States and all the rest. Saudi Arabia had the most powerful armed forces in the region. Everybody was saying, it is a powerful army. This army will beat anybody. This army has met with Yemen Houthis. What could this army do with Houthis? Nothing. Combat activity has constantly been transferred from Yemen to Saudi Arabia's territory. Saudi Arabian cities and garrisons are constantly under fire. In essence, Yemenis constantly defeat the most powerful army in the region on its territory. But what is crucially important in this situation? Saudi Arabia is armed mainly by American weapons, air defense system Patriot in particular. Can it protect Saudis? No. But Russian air defense systems that protect the Russian military base in Khmeimim, Syria, successfully defend from much more sophisticated attacks, both by scale and quality of used drone tactics. All these attacks on Russian military base were unsuccessful so far. Here is a direct comparison of American and Russian weaponry. It shows that no one should rely on the military technologies of the United States. But what is the most interesting thing here? Saudi Arabia is an oil supplier. What was the decision of the United States after the drone attack? We will release our strategic petroleum reserve to prevent oil price surge. First of all, to prevent oil price surge, it is sufficient to buy Iranian oil or any other. I will remind you, there is an OPEC agreement about oil production limits. Here is a way to solve oil price surge by other means. What does this decision to release oil from the strategic reserve mean for the United States? It means that it cannot get oil at the free market anymore, in general. It means the United States is cut off on such a level that it has to open up its strategic reserve. The drone attack was needed to create a headache for the US country elite, keep it busy and get it out of Trump's way, so that he could rebuild the American state according to the needs of the global elites.